Shamari Peoples, Cooper's next team if cut. I forgot to mention the Dolphins makes sense as a destination for Amari Cooper. The Browns could be a fit. Look, I think there's going to be a lot of teams that have interested Cooper because if Adams gets franchise tagged or, isn't back, he's one of your best free agents on the open market just overall.
Let's go to Declan Chalmers. Do you know, Mario, seeing as Ogbah might be released since not being tagged, who do you see as a replacement? Well, the last thing that I saw, Miami was actually going to do their best to retain him, even though they weren't going to tag him. They ended up tagging Mike Gesicki. In terms of being a replacement for Emmanuel Ogbah, I mean, there's not many guys out there that you're going to be able to find that had, back-to-back 40 tackle seasons, back-to-back 9 sacks. He had 12 pass breakups last season. But, if Ogbah, let's say, wants, $14, $13, $15 million a year, I would say try to go ahead and do that because he's been a really good fit in Miami. If you're looking on a rental, Melvin Ingram could be a name to keep in mind. Harold Landry just got signed to a bigger deal. So, some of these other edge rushers, it's kind of a cloudy situation. But I'm saying do everything you can to bring back Ogbah.
From Zolan, what wide receiver should Miami sign or draft? I mean, if you can get Devontae Adams, right? It's not going to happen. You've got Jalen Waddle. You want to use him some in the slot, so you're looking for maybe a flex player. Kind of like DJ Chark. I know I just mentioned him, but as a vertical threat, I think it's a good idea. You want to use Christian Kirk as that type of hybrid slot outside guy? That could work too. I mean, I doubt Chris Godwin's available, so, or at least affordable or feasible for Miami. So I'd look that route. Draft, I'm looking, day 2 maybe. You want to try George Pickens as a big body threat as your eventual Devontae Parker replacement? Could be a good fit. From Jorge was here. Is this the year Jadeveon Clowney goes to the Dolphins? Clowney is always linked to Miami. They've wanted him for a while, and Clowney said, nah, I ain't about that life. Probably not. I think the Browns want him back. I think there will be plenty of interest in Clowney. I wouldn't be shocked if they get linked to him, given their past interest in trying to acquire him. In the end, I'm going to guess the Browns re-sign him to $13-ish million per year deal, somewhere in that range. Who do you think signs Clowney? There will be interest in this offseason. Had a bit of a bounce back year in Cleveland. Make your predictions for me right now in the comments section.
Let's go to Starco Fan 212. Where will Bobby Wagner go? If I was Wagner, I would say my money honestly would be on the Dallas Cowboys, and my money would also be on the Indianapolis Colts because of my connections with past coaches, Gus Bradley, Dan Quinn. But if you want to just go ahead and get the bag, get the most money, I'd say the 2 teams, maybe 3 teams that would throw him the most money, the Jags, the Jets, and the Dolphins. What up, Ball 12? Appreciate the question that was coming in. I think it was about to come in. I don't know. Then it came off the screen. Here we go. Should Miami sign Tevin Coleman? Personally, I think Tevin Coleman would be an interesting fit with Mike McDaniel. Remember, McDaniel was actually on that Falcons staff when Coleman was the backup running back to Devonta Freeman. The issue is this. Coleman can't prove that he can stay healthy. There's a lot of other running backs that I think they should go out and get. If you want an injury-riddled running back, I'd rather have Raheem Mostert than Tevin Coleman. All right, NFL teams for Jordan Love with Rodgers' extension. Oh, God. Seattle could actually be a halfway interesting team. I'll throw out a team like the Miami Dolphins, get a backup for Tua. The Atlanta Falcons are intriguing. I think I actually like the idea of doing a Jordan Love destinations type of video. But it also should come down to where does Jordan Love want to go? Does he want to learn behind a team or learn behind somebody else? Or does he want to try to compete for a starting gig? Could the Tampa Bay Buccaneers be a team to keep in mind? Or maybe even the Indianapolis Colts? I don't know. Let's get creative. So which free agent do you want your team to sign? All right, I like this question. So this is kind of like twofold. One, it's who's your favorite team? And 2, who do you want them to go out and get? And I know when we were live, we got a question similar to this earlier, so I'm glad that we put this up on the show. So which free agent do you want your team to go out and sign? Let me know down in the comments.
Roger Moore, best value at wide receiver in free agency and in the NFL draft. Of the early round guys, I think Jameson Williams intrigues me the most just because I think that there's upside to be had. Potential receiver 1 slides it because of injury. At free agency, Can you get a buy low on DJ Chark? I'm not sure you can. If so, then that's a good name there.
So, guys, go ahead and let me know, because I've been getting this a bunch in my DMs. Where will Bobby Wagner play in 2022? The Seattle Seahawks, they let him go. They're going to end up saving a whole bunch of money. But the question still remains, where do you see Bobby Wagner playing football in 2022?
From High, who do you think will go in the first who will be a bust? Ooh, good question. I think that this year's class, it's going to get a little bit weird. The guys that I'm not as high on as other people, and I'm going to not include the quarterbacks. That's too easy of a conversation. I get a little bit worried with those offensive tackles, Trevor Penning and Charles Cross. They're great athletes. They've got some pretty sizable concerns, though. I think Bernard Raymond fits that mold for me as well. And not all those receivers are going to hit, by the way. And I like him. This is me having high grades on first-round picks, of course. I worry about Treylon Burks' separation ability. Awesome after the catch. Great as a big slot. If you don't use him right, he's not going to live up to expectations. So, in the end, this is a cop-out answer. Where do they go? Who drafts them? Because bad organizations stay bad for a reason.
If you guys love the NFL draft, if you love free agency, if you love the NFL, then Chat Sports is the channel for you. We got almost 1,000 people watching us live, which is an incredible number. I appreciate y'all. To make sure you don't miss it, though, all of our shows the entire offseason, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, because last time I checked, free, yeah, free's for me. Let's go to Big Chungus. What teams are going to have the best and worst records next year? I still want to see what ends up happening in free agency and the draft, but if I'm a betting man, worst record, Houston Texans. Best record, it pains me to say it, though. I might go away from saying the Kansas City Chiefs, because now Russell Wilson's in that division, and the division definitely gets a little bit tougher. I'll say the Buffalo Bills to keep in mind, and then the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers. If you guys want to go ahead and bet on March Madness, you can go ahead and do so at BetUS. All you got to do is go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code NFL Daily. It's going to get you 125% deposit bonus. What does that mean? It means if you put down $100, you're going to get $125 for free to bet with. Put down $500, get $625 for free. Now, if you want to see the best odds on the top 5 teams to win the tournament this year, Gonzaga's at plus 450, the Wildcats at plus 650, the Duke Blue Devils at plus 1,000, the defending Baylor Bears, defending champ Baylor Bears at plus 1,100. Put your money where your mouth is, chatsports.com/bet. Just use promo code NFL Daily. That way you get hooked up with the best deal on the internet. I hope Duke wins, but I'm probably going to put my money on Gonzaga. Let's go to Pelicans NOLA. Who is the most dangerous team that doesn't have a quarterback? The most dangerous team that doesn't have a quarterback, I guess technically the answer right now I'd say is the Indianapolis Colts. They're a playoff caliber team, and they are a quarterback short with getting rid of Carson Wentz. Is there another team out there that I can't really think of right now? Yeah, I'm going to go with Indianapolis off the top of my head.
Who will then be the first QB drafted? Is it Willis? Is it Kenny Pickett? Or Matt Corral or somebody else? Let me know in the comments right now. This will be the pinned comment on today's video, so if the ad break comes, go predict it for me.
Let's go to Popular Nobody. Another super chat. Much love to you, brother. Where do you want some of the top free agents to land? Well, if you know the show, I'm a Raider fan, so I guess I'll say the Las Vegas Raiders. But also, I like drama. I like when some of these guys go to some different teams. I like when it gets mixed up a little bit. So if you want to give me a certain player, like Allen Robinson to me, I think A-Rob, I want him to go to a place where he's going to succeed. I've always been a big fan of him since the day he was coming out of Penn State. But A-Rob, to me, I could see him going to a team like New England. Could see him going to a team like Miami. I know the Raiders would be interested as well. Give me a player, because if I'm being honest, I want every top free agent to go to the Raiders. Like, that's how the truth is.